whisper in your ear or something, you're gonna die in 7 days. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel.
Hey, young Russell, you made this?
So today, guys, I wanted to share with you guys a few core memories that live in my mind rent-free. And these things are things that scared me as a child. Okay, number one. So when I was younger, I was in foster care. Okay, so we were allowed to watch whatever we wanted to watch. Okay, and we would watch Freddy Krueger. Now, all you 90s, 80s people, like, you guys know how scary that was. I don't care what nobody says. You're not gonna find anything scarier than Freddy Krueger. Okay, to this day, terrifying. So I used to watch whatever scary movies that I was allowed to watch. And so when I was adopted, I would get scared at night. Around 8 o'clock, everything would start to wind down, and then I would start to get really scared. And I would just be up so late at night because I couldn't fall asleep because I was afraid of falling asleep because Freddy was gonna get me in my dreams. And so I was super, super traumatized as a kid. And at some point, like, my mom would have to like lay next to me while I was sleeping until I fell asleep because I couldn't do it. I could not sleep. I was so scared. All I could see is that scene in like the locker room where she's like in the locker. To this day, very scary. I watched the series a couple times as an adult and it still scares me. Like, I would not watch it by myself in the dark. I don't care. I said what I said. So, two. Another thing that scared me was Chucky. Now, Chucky himself didn't scare me as much. Like, he was scary, but what scared me was parents had given me this doll, and the doll had orange hair that would like stick up. And I would lay in bed and I would like look at this doll and I would just be like, that's Chucky for sure. Like, for sure. Like, that's Chucky. And I had to tell my mom that I could not keep this doll in my room. He gave me the absolute creeps. Like, I just could not stand this doll, and this doll scared me so bad, and I just could never, I never could sleep. What else? And third, when I was in foster care, me and my sister, towards the end of my foster care like journey, the last home we were in, we had bunk beds. My sister was on the top bunk and I was on the bottom bunk. And I would get really scared at night because obviously it's watching scary movies. And I would like I would wake her up and she's like, what? And I'm like, can you stay up until I fall asleep? Because I would get so scared. And like I had, there was this in the corner of the room, we had like some kind of like coats hanging up or something like that. And it just reminded me of like a shape of a person in the corner. And like I would just stare at that corner like, there better be nothing better move in that corner. I'm talking about nothing. Like, I was so scared. And so I would make her and ask her to like stay up until I fell asleep because I couldn't sleep at night. And so like I was always so scared of the dark, and I had a nightlight for like years and years and years. So that stuff used to scare me. Number four, another thing that had me creeped out. These scary movies used to have me in a chokehold, okay? So another thing that scared me is Texas Chainsaw. Now, Texas Chainsaw was so scary because he just seemed invincible. Like, nobody could touch this guy, okay? And it was really scary. So when I got adopted, my parents were saying, oh, we're gonna go on a vacation to Texas. I remember the fear. Okay, the fear that tinged on my spine. I'm like, we can't go back to Texas. Don't you know that we can't go to Texas? You crazy? Like, we don't go to Texas. Texas Chainsaw was in Texas. Like, I was convinced that if we went into Texas, that he was gonna stop us, and it was gonna be that movie scene that we're like, hey, turn around, go back, go back. Like, I for sure thought that was gonna happen. And so I was so freaking scared to go to Texas. I was so scared to go to Texas, but we did go, and of course, I was fine. Let's see. And then also I remember when I used to watch Jeepers Creepers. When I used to watch Jeepers Creepers, I was convinced that he really did come back every 23 years. And when I saw the movie, I never forgot like the bus scene. Like when he was like sniffing and then he was just telling the people, oh my God. I rewatched them this last year. I don't care what nobody says, okay? scary, okay? Because he felt like so invincible. Like these movies had us in a chokehold. They don't make scary movies like this anymore. Like scary movies now are all jump scares. Like literally what? And then I also feel like the Final Destination. Now Final Destination, as all of us 80s and 90s babies we know, when we're behind a log truck, you keep it moving. Okay, we all know that. Until this day, when I see that, I'm like, you're not gonna get me today. I've seen this story before. Like, no thank you. So there's like those things like that. Another thing, I remember when I was young and in like younger school age, that people would do like the prank calls and stuff like that, and I would always hear my friends talking about they would whisper in your ear or something, you're gonna die in 7 days, like that. And so I would always get really scared, and I thought that the ring was real. And whenever people would say that, I would always be scared that like in 7 days I was gonna die. And so like it's just the scary, like whenever she like crawled out of that TV, you know, and like, oh my god, like I'll get the heebies just honestly just thinking about it is giving me the heebies. And of course we've all done it where we've stood in the bathroom looking into the mirror and going, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, like, right? We've all seen those. Absolutely not. I refused to do it as a kid. We were all like talking about do it. They would turn the kids would like turn the bathroom light off and run out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. I know y'all do, because so many people are familiar with this movie, but like I was legit scared and I would never say it. Not gonna catch me. And last but not least, I Know What You Did Last Summer. When he would come in there with that, oh my god. Because it's like, why would you leave? Every time I watch the movie, I'm like, why would you leave them out there? You didn't even check on them. You all could have lived. But you were trying to cover your behind and leave that person, and now he coming for you. Yeah, that used to scare me. I would watch it and be like, what is you doing? Like, you think you're safe? You're not. Like, this stuff used to scare the crap out of me. Like, and I think that part of me would switch out when I became an adult. Right before I had kids. In a couple years, I think early marriage, like 2-3 years I was married before I had kids, and I would watch so many scary movies. Like, I think I was trying to unscare myself because like, girl, you grown, like just be chill, watch a scary movie. So I started watching scary movies and I was obsessed. I loved them. There's so many movies I've seen on Netflix. There was nothing I could really watch, and my husband like, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm like, I've seen all of them. So I was definitely a killjoy sometimes because I've seen all the scary movies. But this is like, I just was obsessed. And then I had children, and some reason when I would watch scary movies now, it triggers anxiety, and I'm like I'm waking up trying to protect my children from nothing. And so like I stopped watching them because they just give me anxiety now to some extent. Occasionally I'll sneak in a scary movie, okay, don't get me wrong. But yes, I don't really watch them anymore. Not as much, but yes, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know in the comments which one you found the scariest as a kid, or if there's one that I haven't mentioned, please comment it below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're feeling extra and you want to show me some extra love, go ahead and hit me with some super thanks. This is a tipping service you could do after the video has been posted. You hit the heart with the little $sign if you want to add me a little tip. It goes towards me as your host on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.